Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I request you to please take your seats? So please take your seats so that we can start this session. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the COP29 dialogue of UN Climate Change Global Innovation Hub. My name is Nitin Arora. I'm the project manager of UGIH. This session, we are going to talk about the launch of UN Climate Change Global Innovation Hub's digital platform, which is going to be developed by Unipartner. GeSI, one of our partners, is coordinating this effort. They will get into a panel discussion for this particular session. But before inviting Luis to start the panel discussion, I would like to invite Mr. Massamba Thioye, who is the project executive of UN Climate Change Global Innovation Hub, to make the welcoming remarks. So Massamba, you have the floor.
So, thank you, Nitin, and good afternoon to all of you. Very pleased to have the opportunity to open this session, which is very important for the UN Climate Change Global Innovation Hub. So my name is Massamba Thioye. I'm the project executive of the UN Climate Change Global Innovation Hub, an initiative of the UNFCCC Secretariat launched at COP26. So it means that we have now 3 years. We are still quite young initiative. And it was launched with a one-fold vision, how innovation can be leveraged to contribute in providing flourishing life to the many people while keeping human activities within the planetary boundaries. So this is a very challenging undertaking. This is quite complex because this is nothing less than reinventing our industries, our economies, and our societies, but also reinventing ourselves. And because it's very challenging, it requires a new way of working because it's about reinventing almost everything. It requires a new systemic innovation approach that is more human-centric, vision-driven, need-based, transformative, and collaborative because it's all about a radical collaboration. Radical collaboration because we need to bring together different stakeholders from different sectors. Innovative technology alone will not be sufficient to address the challenge of climate and sustainability. We will need not only innovative technology, but also innovative policies, innovative financial instruments, innovative business model, innovative product from the culture and creative industry, and all these things need to be integrated, which make even things more challenging. And this is one important point because this is one of the functions that the digital platform that is the focus of this session will help address. So, a twofold mission. How can we contribute in upscaling the deployment of existing climate innovation? And how can we contribute in the development of the missing solution? These two elements are also really important because they are facilitated by functions we are expecting to see on the digital platform. How we can contribute in upscaling existing solution, and how can we identify and contribute in developing the missing innovation. And finally, we have 3 core values that are articulated around caring, sharing, and daring. And this is important to reinvent ourselves. Now we have 4 working space. The first is the Systemic Innovation Workshop. We have organized our last Systemic Innovation Workshop this morning here in Baku. And because we are promoting a vision-driven approach to innovation, which is different from the most used approach, product push approach, where you develop a solution and then you look for use cases. This is what is the more frequently used as approach to innovation. Or a reactive approach. You have a problem and then you react to solve the problem. You innovate to solve a problem, like the development of vaccine during COVID. There is a problem and you react and you find a solution. We are good at that. We are good in solving problems. We are less good in avoiding them. And what we are promoting is a more vision-driven approach to innovation, where we paint the futures that we would like to build and backcast from that future and try to identify what are the solutions that are needed that will enable us to build that future. And this is what justifies how we are working. Our Systemic Innovation Workshop received as input the vision of cities. What is the future that they would like to build? We backcast from that future and turn it into challenge and identification and formulation of concrete global innovation project. So the input is a vision, the output is a global innovation project. And then this output is fed in our second working space, which is working group, because we don't want to organize workshops that are isolated, where we come together, talk, and then it stops there. The Systemic Innovation Workshop are just part of a broader process. So what is getting out of this Systemic Innovation Workshop, we need to be able to continue to work on that, and all these things should lead to the development of concrete solutions. So this is our second space, the working group, that are put in place to turn the global innovation project into solution. And the participants to these two spaces are actors that come from different perspectives. Tech companies, so GeSI is very active in our Systemic Innovation Workshop and its members, but financial policymakers, subnationals, research centers, as well as entities from the culture and creative industry that bring the perspective of art. Because one thing is to develop a solution, another thing is to have people willing to adopt that solution. So if you want to upscale, we need to ensure adoption. The third space is this space, our COP dialogue, where we invite entities that are relevant to the innovation ecosystem, and we engage in a dialogue to develop new ideas that can serve climate and sustainability solutions. And finally, the fourth space, which is the focus of our discussion today, is the digital platform that we are developing in collaboration with GeSI. GeSI is supporting the Global Innovation Hub in developing the digital platform, and Unipartner is implementing this project. A very important project because we have a demand-driven approach to innovation, as I have mentioned. We want to move away from random innovation, ad hoc innovation, and most of the time this is what we are doing. We do not have a mechanism that channels scientific knowledge toward a vision. We are just using science in a random manner to come up with innovation, and then we look at possible use case. the challenge of climate and sustainability cannot be addressed with such type of approach. We need to be able to channel scientific knowledge toward innovative solution that will serve the many people and the planet. And this is precisely what the digital platform will be doing. It will host a database of needs in terms of climate and sustainability solution. And I guess this is very important type of information. What are the needs in terms of climate and sustainability solution for the coming 10 and 20 years? If I was the CEO of a company, this information would be the most important information for my strategy, because we need to know what people need in terms of climate and sustainability solution, because this is the future. And then we will have on that platform different functionalities, but I will not go into the detail because Unipartner is in the room and I'm sure that they will address this part. But just to conclude, this digital platform will play a very important role, because this is what will help us to connect the needs in terms of climate and sustainability solution moving forward, and existing solution, as well as the solution that will need to be developed. And as I have mentioned, we need to integrate. It's not just about technology, it's about technology, policy, financial instrument, business model, innovative business model, and innovative product from the culture and creative industry. An AI tool will help us integrate all these different things and identify what is the most suitable combination of or cluster of innovative solutions that we need to build to respond to a given demand. So I would like to take the opportunity to thank GeSI for accepting to support the Global Innovation Hub for the development of this very important product, and also for Unipartner, which is very enthusiastic and very committed to supporting the UN Climate Change Global Innovation Hub in this very important journey. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Massamba. Now I'd like to invite Luis Neves, who's the CEO of GeSI, to moderate this panel discussion. So Luis, you have the floor.
You can see Massamba is quite big, yeah? Yeah, so thank you so much, Massamba, for inviting us here. I think you said almost everything that needs to be said, to be told. What I would like to stress is, for us, today is the beginning of a journey. So we have been discussing in the context of our partnership with the UNFCCC and the Global Innovation Hub, how digital technologies can better contribute to the climate conversation, and that can be done in many different ways. And this is one of the ways that we have been really engaging with the UNFCCC. We are proud to say that today that we have two, let's say, if I may call it so, two agreements in the context of the Secretariat, one on climate mitigation with Massamba, another one on climate adaptation with the USF-NOSF division, and we are really, as an organization, so GeSI as an industry initiative, we are really committed to bring the digital technology companies to get stronger engaged in the climate conversation. And therefore this week we will be here in different activities, different sessions. This is the first one where many GeSI member companies like Google here today and my good friend Justin here to support the launch of the digital platform, and after this session with other companies and during the week we will continue the conversation to show how digital technologies can contribute to the climate agenda and to climate change. We would like to bring this project and we would like to kick it off in a meaningful and impactful way. We committed to deliver this platform. We selected the Unipartner during this year to be with us in this journey. But this is a project that will require the engagement of all the industry. We need the solutions. We need to show the solutions, and we need to show how those solutions will be really contributing to the human needs agenda that Massamba spoke about. And this is our commitment, this is our engagement. With this kickoff today, we jump together in this journey whereby we expect to deliver on concrete steps. We hope that in Brazil at COP30 we already can show something tangible, and that will require a huge effort from GeSI and from GeSI member companies in putting this really into practice. So from our side, Massamba, you can count on us. We will be supporting the Global Innovation Hub. We will be supporting the delivery of the digital platform. This is not an easy task. We are building, a strong solution that will require a lot of effort, investment, that will require funding that we will engage in to provide. But the most important thing, I think, is to really mobilize the tech companies and the fantastic solutions that we have in place to address the climate challenge. I remember Justin was working for Accenture at that time, was not with Google, but GeSI did this amazing Smarter 2030 report where we calculated that digital technologies can reduce 20% of the global emissions by 2030. And the business value attached to that, it was equivalent to the GDP of China per year. So this is an amazing opportunity, and we need to realize this opportunity together. And this is our mission, this is what is driving GeSI, it's what is driving me, and that's why I'm still here. At my age, I should be probably sitting in a very nice place, enjoying the sun in Portugal. I'm Portuguese, but I'm still really motivated to this agenda, and I hope that together we can bring this to a good conclusion. This is something that we need to put in place, and you can count on us, Massamba, and I'm confident that GeSI will be behind this. We had our board meeting and General Assembly yesterday in Bonn at the Deutsche Telekom office. We had a fantastic conversation, and I could see the commitment of GeSI member companies to deliver on this agenda, so you can count on us. We need you, and you can count on us to really materialize the delivery, so we can really see the impact. And I would love to have digital at the center of the climate conversation. We talk too much about oil and gas. We need to talk about those technologies and those solutions that really can make the difference to sustain the planet in the upcoming years. So thank you so much, and I would like to invite now Fernando to present you the platform. It will be, a snapshot, because then we will engage in the conversation, and Justin will follow as well, also giving a perspective of a GeSI member company and the technology company, how Google as a company see this platform evolving. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Luis. Good afternoon to you all. Well, first of all, thank you for the opportunity to be here in the name of Unipartner, and also in the name of GeSI and in the name of the Global Innovation Hub, talking about this very important project, as Massamba already mentioned, and Luis. So going a bit about the reasons, why? Second. Okay. Okay, so going a bit back, although Massamba and Luis Neves also entered on this. If you look at it in a positive perspective, we have the technologies, we have the capabilities. We just need to address those needs and scale up globally. And one of the things that we have seen is that some solutions are not scaling, and there are some needs that are not addressed, but we have the technology to address them. So this is our aim. It's to find a way, using digital technologies, to bring together those who are addressing the needs, and the Global Innovation Hub pointed cities as the core of that journey of addressing the needs for our communities, our society, and joining together with the solution providers that have all this capability of addressing solutions that are already available, or creating in a collaborative and disruptive way new solutions to address those needs. But also bringing together other providers, namely financial providers, to finance some of these initiatives around the world. Because as you know, there are several financial organizations that are supporting initiatives to accelerate the development goals and to escalate them globally. So the digital platform tends to, in a certain way, create to be a new way of creating a market and a marketplace, focus on innovation, and by doing this, it has the aim to accelerate the economy and to create or accelerate a new economy, a sustainable economy. Because we talk, in my area, we talk a lot about digital transformation, but clearly what we are facing right now is the need for transforming the economy to a transformative and sustainable economy. And this will bring a lot of challenges for what we're currently doing, but a lot of opportunities for organizations around the world. So the platform itself, as a platform available globally, will have these major stakeholders. So the solution providers, the financial providers, the cities as the main stakeholder to implement the solutions in a collaborative and knowledge digital room, where we can identify also based on the needs of each city, of each community, because they are completely different, and they are different because of geography, different because of the maturity, different because of the industry and economy that each community has. So that's why Massamba has told us about the database of needs, bringing them together. I don't need to tell what Massamba just said. But thank you, Massamba, for, of course, the inspiration about how can we address this in a way that is innovative and goes beyond what we are doing right now as a market of solutions. So the project, in terms of stakeholders, like was already said, it's an initiative from the Global Innovation Hub that will lead this initiative in the name of UN, with GeSI as a project manager and implementation partner with us as Unipartner. So this is clearly an opportunity to create impact. And here, as you can see, we have on top what are the platform users, cities, solution providers, and financial providers, but are a lot of platform enablers. So user groups and partnerships that will be created in order to create these innovative solutions, because there are a lot of from academia to ONGs, etc., that can be brought together. They are already being brought together in the systemic workshops that the Global Innovation Hub is bringing, but they will be also together in this digital platform, alongside with UNEF CCC and GeSI, ourselves as a technology partner, also with content specialists, because there are a lot of investigation content being made and that is not completely available as an input for decision taking. And I'm saying this because as we faced so many challenges in terms of climate change, there are a lot of studies, projections, etc., that must be put in place when we want to bring the needs that we have and to plan for the next 10 years. And of course, funding partners, because this initiative will have to be supporting in his development, but also in his life, in order to achieve the goals that we all together want to achieve in the next years, and 2030, 2050. So let's talk just a bit about the platform itself. The idea, I'm sorry, I lost the, oh, okay, I have it here. So idea is first to have the concept of creating a profile of the city itself that will grow by the usage of each city stakeholder, and that information will create in a proactive way the capability of supporting the strategic plan for this city, for this community, based on its context, on its reality, and focused on the needs. The needs are defined already, completely defined by the Global Innovation Hub. And in the end, they should govern and should be the support of our decisions. Massamba didn't give an example that he always telling us that we don't need directly an electric car. Our need is to move from A to B, but probably our need is not to move to A to B. It's to access to a service, and that service can be health, can be education. So probably you need to go back a little bit and really understand what are the needs. So what we want with this platform is also with AI, of course, to support cities to create their own profile and then support their journey proactively by addressing the needs with innovation, with innovative solutions. How that will be done? Of course, I'm talking about AI with using the most recent technologies that we have face of us, generative AI, that will create a new perspective of a marketplace, because clearly it's not just a matching, it will be a matching, but it will be a conversational platform where all these stakeholders can be together using the capabilities of generative AI, that will create not just the conversational capability, but also the capability of understanding content, because case studies from solutions provided will be uploaded or just indexed on the web, and will create the possibility for having these answers based on the needs that we have been talking about. So, in brief, we'll have the database of needs and interaction from cities. We have the solution providers and the financial providers, and we want intelligence in the middle to create this innovative matching capabilities to address those needs. Why this is, how can we look at the value for each stakeholder? Well, first, cities will have the capability to access to solution providers around the world, and will have the possibility to make his own plan, your own strategy based on needs and based on knowledge from several reports and studies that will be available. So it will be a tool for them to use regularly, for them or also for consultants that support cities on their projects, in order to receive information, but also to continuously update needs and plans and strategic plans. Because you know also that communities and cities are driven by those needs, but also to political agendas. So you need to combine this by giving information. So if I have a plan on my city for the next 5 years, I can upload that plan, and this will be an important input to proactively give and create matching and give information to that city. And I'm sorry. In terms of solution, and I'm sorry because of the slide, and in terms of this, the publishing of solutions, for solution providers and for the market, for organizations around the world that are currently having innovative solutions that address the Sustainable Development Goals, and that have capability of building new solutions to address these needs, this marketplace will be a showcase, a major showcase, with a name supported by the United Nations, with the name of the United Nations Global Innovation Hub, where organizations can upload their offerings, showing what is the impact, how can they contribute to the green agenda, and also uploading use cases, concrete use cases, and case studies, implementations that are already made, and the impact, the positive impact that these implementations are given in a specific community, in a specific city. This will be food for thought for our AI engine, because cities will go to this and will match based on the needs and the core human needs and give the information. So, in terms of solution providers and financial solution providers, just one brief note is the fact that most of the times, and typically in the less developed countries, it's difficult to understand or to have access or to know what are the funding providers for a specific project, for a specific implementation. So our intent here also is to have these partners putting their information here, to be also processed by our engine, and to give answers to cities using supporting them on the journey also or in terms of financing. I'm sorry. So last but not least, a call to action to all. Join us on this journey, because this journey will have space for all the stakeholders. Probably all of you belong to this stakeholder, are one of these stakeholders in some point. Because it will be a journey where we will need to build the platform and start putting content on it in order to have this learning and processing. And the fact that if you do this, this will scale, and by scaling it, will give more and more and more value to the main stakeholders that are cities, our communities, in order to accelerate and to scale implementations of innovative projects. In terms of agenda, we already talk a bit, or Luis already talked a bit about it. So we are starting it right now. And our intent is to, in COP30, to have it live in order to have already content there from some of the solution providers that will support and engage with us during this year and support the launch of the project. And this is quite important because on COP30, we want to show it running with content and to open it to other users globally. And of course, after that will be a journey, a growth journey with innovation itself in terms of the platform, but most of it in terms of the content and the usage, because this will be the success of the platform, the content that we'll have and the usage that we will take from it. So on top of this will be made communication like we are doing right now in order to scale it in different platforms, in different scenarios. In terms of adoption, we already have an estimative. We want it to grow exponentially. We count with all of you, of course, and what we see is that after COP30, we need to scale it up in order to get usage from it. In order to do this, we count, of course, with current partnerships, but we are open with GeSI, of course, managing the project, to several other new partnerships that we'll be creating along the way. First of all, the members and organizations that are working already with Global Innovation Hub. GeSI itself has a lot of members and growing number of members worldwide, global ICT companies that will join also as a solution providers. European Digital Green Coalition, also an initiative managed by and supported by GeSI with ICT organizations worldwide. And last but not least, of course, the major stakeholder that will use the technology in benefit of our communities, the cities. And for that, we count already with a partnership with the Global Covenant of Mayors, and that has an incredible number of 40,000 cities in their own community. So if you bring them together in the first round, we clearly will scale the solution. So thank you very much for the time, and please support us, join this initiative. It will accelerate the economy, it will create new opportunities, it will generate new innovation, and most of all, it will address the human needs that we need to address in order to target the objectives that we have. Thank you very much. Now I'll give the word to Justin. Keeble, Justin.
Thank you very much. Just by way of introduction, I'm Justin Keeble and lead sustainability for Google Cloud. And I'm very grateful to Massamba and the Global Innovation Hub for inviting me to speak. And also to Lewis for his kind words. Lewis and I, as you probably heard, have been working together, I think, for 20 years from my previous life at Accenture, and heavily involved in the role that technology can play in accelerating sustainability action. Just three quick points from me. Firstly, Google's mission is to organize the world's information and make it useful and accessible. And Sundar Pichai, our CEO, has said and recognized publicly that climate change is the greatest challenge that we face, and one that will impact each of us in very deep and very personal ways. It's why Google is now in its third decade of climate leadership. And our commitment is really in three parts. One is to help end users make more sustainable choices. We have brands, as I'm sure you're aware, that are used by over 1 billion users, more than one brand. And secondly, we want to use our technologies to help our partners, governments, cities, NGOs, academics, companies, to use our technologies to make more sustainable choices. And then thirdly, we have our own goals, for example, our net zero by 2030 goals. So we're also a beneficiary of solutions to help us decarbonize our business and our supply chains. Now, I recognize in the market today, working with lots of organizations, that there's confusion about the solutions out there and their efficacy. And that's why I'm very excited about this platform to help cities find the best solutions to help solve not only their current needs, but as you say, Massamba, their future needs. And within Google Cloud, we've created a platform that we call Google Cloud Ready Sustainability, which is now over 50 third-party solution providers who are using the building blocks, the jigsaw pieces of Google's technologies, Google Cloud's technologies, in order to help them build their sustainability solutions. For example, one of them is Geotab. And Geotab is using telematics data. It's gathering 75 billion data points from 4 million commercial vehicles, and then using cloud and AI to provide recommendations back to the operators of those commercial vehicles to optimize traffic. But other examples of where Google is using its technology are with our Google Earth engine. So this is 90 petabytes of geospatial data. And so companies and cities and organizations can use that data in land use planning and understanding natural resource management. And then finally, we have the Environmental Insights Explorer, which is a platform used now by over 40,000 cities. And they're using cloud and AI technologies to optimize traffic lights, for example, building energy efficiency, and also using satellite data to spot buildings suitable for rooftop solar. So we feel we're very much at the heart of the work that GeSI and the Global Innovation Hub are doing. I think we've got lessons from our own work in curating solutions. We've got some of those building blocks, particularly around cloud and AI. And we congratulate GeSI and the Innovation Hub in launching this platform, and very excited about what it will deliver. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Justin. Massamba, I think that we are coming to a close, I guess. I was expecting you to come here. Maybe you should come here to shake hands with me. And, as I said, we are thrilled really to go on this partnership. We are an action-driven organization. And so we are really committed, Massamba, as I told you, to bring this to life. You saw the chart from Fernando with the ambition level. You saw the commitment from Google. Our technology companies are really the ones that really can make a difference. Thank you so much, Justin, for joining us here today. And thank you, Massamba, also for the opportunity to go on this journey with you. Thank you.
Maybe just to say a quick word about the collaboration between the UN Climate Change Global Innovation Hub and GeSI. I think one of the most important specificities that actually link the Global Innovation Hub and GeSI is our way of thinking, the daring part. I think both GeSI and the Global Innovation Hub do not focus on or ask even the question, is it possible? The question that we are asking is it needed? And then we focus on what is needed, knowing that the gap between what is needed and what is currently possible will be filled by innovation. And we count on partner organizations like Google to come join us so that together we find the solution that will enable us to fill the gap between what is currently possible and what is needed. Thank you.